Hello students of class 6th B, welcome to your new online classes. This is your biology classes. Your chapter 1 is completed and today we will start your chapter 2. So the name of the chapter is Plant Life, the Flower. In the first chapter we have read about the leaves and in this chapter we will read about the flower. So what is flower? A flower is the reproductive part of a plant. Let us start with the introduction part first. You have already been familiarized with the different parts of a plant body. In the first chapter, we have studied about the different parts of the plant such as roots, leaves, flowers, buds and fruits. Now, in this chapter, you will study more about the flower. You will study in detail about the flower. What is the flower? Flower is the most attractive and beautiful part of the plant. The flower develops from a floral bud which is present on the stem. So there is a floral bud which is present on the stem which grows and develops into a flower. Our first topic is the flower. What is a flower? As we all know, a flower is the most attractive and beautiful part of the plant. Let us study in detail. A flower is the reproductive part of a plant which reproduces. It may or may not be attached to the stem by means of a long stalk which is called pedicel. This is the important word. So, a flower is attached to the stem by means of a long stalk which is known as pedicel. The tip of the pedicel is slightly flattened. The pedicel's tip is slightly flat and at that point it is known as thalamus, and all the other parts of the flower arise from this point which is known as thalamus. All the other parts of a flower arise from the thalamus. Our next topic is parts of a flower. So a flower has four main parts. A typical flower has four main parts. First, calyx, second, corolla, third, androecium, fourth, gynoecium. All the four main parts of a flower are arranged in four holes as you can see in the diagram here. The first main part, which is calyx, is here. This green part which protects the flower is known as calyx. The second main part, corolla, are the petals. COROLLA. The third main part is androecium, which is this one. This is androecium. And the fourth main part is gynoecium, which is this one. This one is gynoecium. Now let me explain all the parts of the flower in detail. This is pedicel which is attached to the stem. The main tip which is flattened is known as thalamus. These green parts are known as sepal. These attractive parts are known as petal. This is filament and these are anthers. They constitute androecium. Right here, these are ovules. This is ovary. This long filament is known as a style and it is known as a stigma, which constitute of gynoecium. So a flower has four main parts. So the first part is calyx. Let me explain in detail this. What is calyx? It is the outermost first hole of a flower. It is the first and outermost hole of a flower. It is usually green in color. As you can see here, these sepals are green in color. It consists of green leaf-like structures which is known as sepals, and sepals enclose and protect the flower in the bud stage. So what is the function of sepals? The sepals enclose the flower and protect it in the bud stage. The second most important part of the flower is corolla, which are known as petals. It is the second inner hole of a flower. It consists of brightly colored, large and scented structure which are known as petals. So what is the function of petals? They protect the other essential holes of a flower. So it protects the inner parts of the flower and it helps in pollination. Pollination. Do you know what is pollination? Pollination is the transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma, from male reproductive part to female reproductive part for reproduction, which we will study further in this chapter. We have studied the two important parts of the flower. First one was calyx and the second one was corolla. Now the third one is androecium, which is responsible for reproduction and pollination. It is the third hole of a flower. It is the male reproductive part of the flower. It consists of stamen. What is a stamen? Stamen is a filament-like structure. The number of stamens in different flowers may vary from a few to more. The number of stamens vary from flowers to flowers. Each stamen has two main parts. Now each stamen in every flower has two different parts. So the first one is filament and the second one is anther. Now what is a filament and what is anther? So filament is a long stick-like part on which there are small bilobed structures which are known as anther. So this is a anther and this is a filament. A thin, long, narrow stalk, a stick-like structure which supports the anther is known as filament. This is important. Now a small bilobed structure which is present on filament is known as anther and they both constitute a stamen. The anther bears yellow, powdery like substance which is known as pollen grains. What is pollen grain? Pollen grains are the yellow powdery like substance which are responsible for pollination. The pollen grains take part in reproduction of flowers. So the fourth most important part of the flower is gynoecium. Gynoecium is also responsible for pollination and reproduction. It is the female reproductive part of the flower. A flower has both male reproductive part and female reproductive part. The male reproductive part is androecium and the female reproductive part is gynoecium. Now let us study in detail what is gynoecium. It forms the fourth innermost hole of a flower. It is the female reproductive part of a flower. It is composed of one or more carpels or pistils. There can be one or more carpels or pistils in a flower. Each carpel or pistil is composed of stigma, style and ovary. So a gynoecium of the flower consists of carpel or pistil. There can be one or more carpel or pistil in a flower and each carpel or each pistil consists of three different parts: stigma, style and ovary. Stigma. What is a stigma? Stigma is the sticky, disc-like terminal part of the ovary on which the pollen grains land. So this is the part where pollen grains come and stick to it. Second one is the style. Style is the long, narrow, thread-like tube extending from the ovary. It holds the stigma. So there is a long filament on the top of which there is a stigma and on the lower end there is ovary. Ovary. Ovary is the swollen part which contains small round-shaped eggs called ovules. So ovary is the swollen part of the style which consists of small eggs, round-shaped eggs which are known as ovules. So the long part is known as style and the disc-like structure which is sticky is known as stigma. Now here are some facts given. First, a flower which has all the four parts of the flower is known as a complete flower. A flower which contains all the four parts of the flower, that is calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium, is known as a complete flower. On the other hand, a flower which lacks any of these important parts of the flower is known as incomplete flower. A flower which lacks any of the floral holes is known as incomplete flower. Now the third point is the largest flower in the world is Rafflesia, which is found in the rainforest of Indonesia. It can grow 3 feet long. Some more facts are given here. Flowers of the bamboo plant are rarely seen. Some bamboo plants develop after 65 to 120 years, and the interesting fact about flowering is that in a single bamboo plant, all the flowers bloom at the same time. A sunflower is not a single flower, but it is made of many flowers, tiny, small ones, which are known as florets. Third one, in the agave plant, a single flower blooms after many years and dies. There is one enrichment given. First, flowers are used for the extraction of perfume. It means flowers are used for making perfumes and also in the manufacture of some cosmetics. Second, cloves. Cloves, which are used as a spice and also has some medicinal values, are actually dried flowers.